I want. You are the one I want. Ooh, 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 honey. The one that I want. You are the one I want. Ooh, 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 honey. Hi.
So happy you're here. We start with a song. It just helps you reset. It tricks your brain into stop worrying.
Is that what it does?
I don't know, but it definitely interrupts you
Dr.
one way or the
Newberg's
other.
in the house.
And it tricks your brain into stop worrying, stop stressing out, take a deep breath, and welcome into So Happy You're Here podcast.
We were inspired by the one and only Charla Marie Bailey today.
Yes.
And she said that she had, you know how you have those moments that really trigger what's going to be the rest of your life? Mm-hmm. Could be a movie, could be song. Mm-hmm. She was talking about musicals. What did she say? Grease.
And then Dirty Dancing, and then
Under the Cherry Moon.
Yes, were her inspiration. So welcome into So Happy You're Here podcast. I'm Erin. This is Becky. Our special guest this week is one that we have been anxiously awaiting. It's Charla Marie. She was a model at Shop HQ for many, many years. She's been a model and an actress for decades. And one of the best parts about working, specifically in fashion, in home shopping, were the models.
Yes.
I mean, very, very talented, beautiful on the inside and out.
I'm going to say something shocking.
What?
I think more impactful than host and guest.
I 100%, especially when it comes to fashion. Yep. The way that they wore the clothes, walk in the clothes, moved in the clothes, it was a skill set that I think a lot of people don't understand is so A, important, and B, difficult.
Yeah.
And we were so lucky to work with so many outstanding models. We have to get more of them on. But we asked Charla Marie Bailey in because she has some really exciting things happening in her life. She was one of our dear friends. And unfortunately, the models never had a microphone attached to them. So you didn't get to know them more like you should have. So we have a great interview with her coming up.
And by the way, she's a movie star, a flippin' movie star.
So even if you don't know Charla Marie from home shopping or didn't meet us from home shopping, I think you'll really enjoy getting to know how this grandmother of three is killing it on stage, in musicals, in film, in TV, and just so gorgeous and gracious and smart to boot.
And this has come up a lot in the past year with So Happy You're Here podcast. She just is like curious about something. I can do that.
Yeah.
I can do that. Why couldn't I do that? Like, I just love that. She's a gamer. She's going for it. Really inspirational.
Yeah. So that interview is going to start in just a few minutes and you're absolutely going to love it. Before we get there, happy holidays, everybody.
Woo, we're in the thick of it.
We are in the middle of it. I literally just got a text from one of my friends.
Yeah.
This airs December 10th. She said, hey, can't wait to get together. Not one free day until after Christmas. I'm like, I got you, girl. Now, how did we do this when we were working weird hours? How do people get through the holidays?
Well, they say that like work expands to the amount of time you give it. So I think that's what happens. Is it's like your schedule, your calendar. You just
kind of like your heart expands the more with the more kids you have.
Yes.
Now I did have to look at my friends the other day and say, "What is gout?" I think I have it.
She's self-diagnosing.
Because my skin is also expanding. Because I am on the full, and we talked about this last year at this time, I'm on the ELF diet. It's full sugar, it's full champagne, it's full carbs, pie, cookies. The other day, my legs were throbbing. And I'm like,
maybe you have deep vein thrombosis.
Is this gout? I had to look it up online. Another thing I had to look up online that I'm not proud of. Do I have gout? Because I've just been indulging.
Where is turkey and do I have gout?
Yeah, I've been indulging so much. Do you ever feel like that?
I had for breakfast the other day had stuffing and potatoes.
Yes.
Like that was a meal?
Yes. And this is, post Thanksgiving, we always have leftover pie. So for the last 2 weeks, been eating leftover pie and it's like a fruit and vegetable.
Apple crisp on the side.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It's a cranberry pie. Great antioxidants. Might as well have 2 pieces for breakfast. I mean, this is bad. I see why people go on detoxes after the holidays.
Maybe at the new year, I will.
Yeah, let's look into this on maybe January 2nd.
We're going to kick this down the road a little bit before we make any proclamations.
Does January 2nd sound good?
I think that sounds great.
Have you bought any Christmas gifts yet?
I have. This is how I multitask. If I have things coming in from online shopping, I feel like I'm multitasking.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
I'm doing my part.
Yes. So are you worried at all about shopping online? And then you see this time of year, a lot of news outlets will talk about porch pirates where they're stealing things. Do you ever get nervous about that?
I feel like I'm home a lot, so I think I get out there pretty quickly.
Okay.
I mean, knock on wood. I don't want to have
Okay, well, I saw
encounters
this new trend on the social medias.
What?
And now I'm like hoping. I
is
don't
this
want to
the paint?
I don't want to put this out in the universe, but I'm like, I want to do this.
This is when
It's
you
funny.
you booby trap it.
So
you home alone the people.
People are putting boxes out on their porch.
Yes.
And then is porch pirates an appropriate term? That's what I hear them called, but I don't know if it's appropriate or not. I don't
Thieves.
know. Like porch thieves. I don't know. I don't want to offend anybody. So, and
Is it pirate community? Are you?
I don't know. And I'm trying to learn.
Captain Jack, are you okay?
Captain Jack Sparrow. Well, by the way, if you take a shower, I'd be in the mood to hug you. But not until you have that shower.
I think you and I could be pals.
Yeah. Just a little hug. All right, Johnny Depp.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, so the people are putting boxes out on their porches, and then when people come and steal them, they blow up with like paint and like
So
paint
good.
spray.
It's so satisfying.
And so the thief gets covered in paint or glitter. And
But
I mean,
their
it's like,
car gets it
the
too?
inside of the car, the outside of the car.
Yeah.
And what's so funny is if you watch these videos, by the way, watch them at your own risk because that becomes your whole algorithm.
Oh, that's true.
And then as my mom would say, you get served up these over and over and over again. But some of them, it explodes and they're like, shit, and like run away.
Yeah.
But then the other ones, I'm like, the audacity. It explodes at them and they start yelling at the house.
Can you believe it?
Like, you're yelling at the house you just stole from?
But I don't get it because sometimes it happens. I like it when it happens at the bad guy's car.
Yeah.
But what if it happens on your porch? Like, isn't it?
Well, I think it's still satisfying, but just not as satisfying if it goes off in their car.
No, that's where I want it to go.
No, I know. That's the more satisfying part.
I just feel like, the bad guy is coming back and saying,
okay, again, search it at your own risk because it's going to be your entire algorithm on any platform you're on. But there's certain ones who still just get in their car and run away or like try to wash it off them. There are some very bodacious thieves out there who then come back at the house and they're like, how dare you? It's in my car. I'm like, dude, you just stole off their front porch, off their private property. You don't get to yell about having paint and glitter on you. And by the way, you look festive now. Head to a party. You're covered in glitter, my favorite color. Just head to a house party now and say you purposely dressed like this.
it is glitter season.
It is glitter season. But I think that's genius. And now I'm like,
It's so satisfying.
I feel really
it's the
lucky, and
best.
I'm going to keep knocking on wood that we have not experienced any sort of porch piracy. So I hope that we don't. But a small part of me wants to explode one of those boxes
And rig it up.
Yes.
It's a fun family project. It's a nice craft.
James has gotten into crafts lately around the house because we live in Minnesota, and I'm very thankful we have a snowy winter this year.
Yeah.
The past 2 winters haven't been very snowy. And so there's nothing worse than freezing cold temperatures and then there's no snow to play in.
Right.
At least with these bad temperatures, we have snow, so you can go snowshoeing and snowmobiling and play ice hockey and what have you. But anyway, it is snowy, so you have to you're indoors more often.
Yeah.
And so James gets really creative. He's my youngest with like little projects around the house.
I love this.
Well, he's been building cars and motorcycles out of glue, paper, and little springs. And so he's been making like 3D little models.
Oh, he can send them with the
of
spring?
vehicles, and they have like a little spring on them or whatever.
Cute.
And I'm like, James, that is
So clever.
creative.
Yeah.
And I am so proud of you.
Yes.
Keep up the good work, especially, kids. I think a lot of kids get on video games or kind of, end up on screens in, 10-degree weather.
Right.
So I was so proud of him. I'm like, gosh, you're doing it, buddy. Until I get to the back corner of my little desk office area.
What?
And every pen in the house has been
no
completely dismantled. And there's ink everywhere. And there's pens everywhere. And all the springs have been taken out. So if you come to my house right now and you want to write anything, we have no pens because James has dismantled about 35 of them and taken the springs.
I want to see when, like 20 years from now, when we look back, he's going to be an engineer or something.
He's definitely going to be a creator of some sort.
Yeah.
I just don't know what. And if he is around you, hide your things because he will take apart your stuff to make his creations.
I love it. I love that. I love to see them kind of express themselves because he's a cook. He's got all kinds of things. He's a chef.
I really should have exploited him in his younger years.
Just child labor.
I remember when James was little, people are like, you should do more like videos and stuff of him because he was a funny kid from the get-go.
Yeah.
Like he always just...
A character.
He kind of carried himself like a 57-year-old banker who had to send a fax. But he was dressed in a teddy bear outfit and he was one. He was always just sort of like, I don't know, march to the beat of his own drum, kind of a little surly sometimes. And people were always like, oh my gosh, I love seeing videos and pictures of him. And now as I look back on it, I think we could have been millionaires if I just would have exploited my child. But I didn't.
America's Funniest Home Videos or something.
I do wonder how kids are going to turn out later in life now with like, I mean, I joke about it. We didn't try to exploit my child by any means, but you see these influencer families or even these influencer children, and because it's such a new industry, there's not a lot of law around it.
Right.
I wonder where some of these kids will be as adults. Like the
Frankie kids. Or,
yes. Well, they were abused, but even the kids who had like a good time, like, did they get their fair share of the payment? What is the fair share?
Well, you see it with the housewives.
Coerced, is that the right word?
Coerced,
into even the kids who just get to play with toys all day and then they make all this money. Like, did they want to play with those toys? I will be anxious to see what these children of the internet, like social media, internet influencing, where they land as adults.
Well, who I am very happy to see how he grew up is Mr. Robert Irwin. What a dream. What a heaven sent, both of them, to have both kids win. So Dancing with the Stars.
What Becky's talking about is Robert Irwin, who is the son of late Steve Irwin.
Crocodile Hunter.
The crocodile hunter who unfortunately passed when he was a little baby. And he won this season of Dancing with the Stars.
Now, do you think he was always going to be the winner? Or do you think, what's your conspiracy on this?
So I would like to remind everybody that I've watched Dancing with the Stars since season 2 when Cheryl Burke won with Nick Lachey's younger brother, Drew.
That's right.
So I am not a new follower, and I'm not opposed to new fans of Dancing with the Stars. I just think you guys don't get the whole plot unless you've been watching your whole life, okay? And I'm going to reiterate this 100 times. There are some of the best dancers ever have been kicked out before the finale. Unfortunately,
I think we saw that this year.
Poor dancers have won because, as Maya Angelou once said, it's not about what you said. It's not about what you did. It's about how you made them feel. Okay? So people have gotten really bent out of shape one way or the other. So I think Robert Irwin always had a leg up because he was a fan favorite, and he has, I believe, the most followers on social media overall.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, so that is obviously a benefit.
That's just math. Yeah.
Yeah, that's just math. And he is very likable. He just has one of those
so charming,
likable.
And plus, he did great. I thought as a novice viewer, I thought he was a great dancer.
Now, what I think Dancing with the Stars did well with him is everybody thought he was going to be paired with this one professional dancer called Riley Arnold. Riley is one of the younger female professionals. She's one of the newer female professionals, and she's definitely of that generation. And I think they were going to pair them together. They both kind of have that really innocent likability, young. But what they did is they paired him with Whitney Carson, who is still young. She's, I think, in her early 30s, but she's a little bit more of a smoke show. Ooh. She's a little bit more like sassy, a little bit more edgy, if you will. I mean, she's still, very upbeat and sweet.
Fresh scrubbed,
And so I think what Whitney gave Robert a little bit more of a sexiness or a little bit more of an edge.
Yeah.
So I think that propelled him even further.
Okay.
And then I do think at the end of the day, there was probably room for like Jordan Childs killed it.
Yeah.
Her freestyle was top 3 freestyles of all time. I mean, it was so good. Alex Earl did a great job with her partner, Val.
So how did it go, Rob? How did that?
It went Robert, Alex, Jordan.
Okay.
And I think those 3 could have all intertwined anyway.
Yeah.
4th place went to Dylan Efron, Zac Efron's younger brother. I don't know if he's younger or older, with Daniela, who is kind of, most people would say she's the best pro that they've ever had. Oh. Her choreography was insane. And I do not know how they're not in love.
Do they choreograph their own stuff?
The pros are responsible for choreography.
Okay.
They can ask for help, but they're in charge of choreography.
Okay.
And then 5th place was Elaine from
Parent Trap.
Parent Trap, and she was paired with Alan Bernstein, who, by the way, his family's from Minnesota.
I didn't know that.
Minnesota. Yeah. Anyway, this has gone on for way too long. But as
I know how to put a nickel in her.
As an amateur professional Dancing with the Stars fan and a hopeful contestant
That's
one
right.
day with no reason to
What
be.
is the casting director's name?
Dina Katz.
Thank you, Dina.
Yes. I think the winner could have gone anyway.
Yeah.
I think Robert did have a leg up from the get-go. He was the first celebrity announced.
Oh.
He had what I would have to assume top 1 or 2 amount of followers on social media. And he's just overall very likable.
Yeah.
But if Jordan would have come in first, I wouldn't have been surprised. If Alex would have come in first, I wouldn't have been surprised.
Okay.
So I think there was a lot of different ways it could go.
And all in all, you're pleased with the season?
You guys, there was 1 or 2 seasons I didn't like. Other than that, I think the whole thing is great.
What will you replace this with now in your viewing?
Wine and sorrow. A long bath
book
and a bottle of wine. I don't know. I'm just going to go put on my old dance uniforms and wander around in them in the house. That's what I'm going to do.
And play Grease.
I'm literally sad.
And play Dirty
over.
Dancing.
The good news is my oldest son's basketball final season of his basketball season has begun, and they typically have a game every Tuesday night.
Yeah.
So that will keep me busy.
Okay, good.
So thank you for worrying about me.
Yes.
If you can't get a hold of me on a Tuesday night, it's because I'm sad that Dancing with the Stars is over. Okay.
What did you say earlier?
What?
Happy that it happened. Sad that it's over. Happy.
I am sad that it's over. Happy that it happened. Listen, this was too much of me. We got to get to the star of this episode. It's Charla Marie Bailey, an absolute dynamite of a friend. She was a model with us back at Shop HQ, and I think you're really going to love to hear her story.
You will love her even more.
Yeah. So we are so happy you're here. We love each and every one of you. Can't wait for you to listen to more from Charla Marie.
Hey, I'm Sarah Skillrood from Sarah Styles Collective. I'm so happy to be here with you. For those of us who love the So Happy You're Here podcast, I'm excited to be joining you to tell you a little bit about Sarah Styles Collective. You watched me on television for years, a trusted expert, logging thousands of hours in fashion, luxury eyewear and fragrances, even some luxury handbags. So follow along on my journey as a stylist, whether it's a full wardrobe consultation you're looking for or just a fun little accessory to move you into these colder months. I'm here for you at sarahstylescollective.com. And speaking of colder weather, now that we're in the throes of December, I want you trying a really long scarf. So here I have a scarf. It's about, I'm not kidding you, 12 to 15 feet. Wrap it up, drape it right over the shoulders, look very Parisian in this, and then throw your crossbody bag on. That is how we are seeing the gals enjoy this new little trend for the cold months. And for our So Happy You're Here listeners, give me an email at sarah@sarahstyles.com with So Happy You're Here for $50 off a wardrobe consultation through the rest of 2025.
And she's here, Charla Marie, a sight for sore eyes. How
Gorgeous
are you,
girl.
honey?
Hi, how are you guys doing? I missed you all. I missed you so much.
Lady.
I feel like home.
I know it.
We have missed you so much. Thank you so much for taking time. We're so happy to have you here. Feels like the good old days.
Is it a Saturday morning or what?
I know, right? And I'm wearing pink. I mean, just
As
saying.
you should. How many years did we work together, you all?
I'm not. I know I was there for 5 years.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how many years I was part of Wake Up in Style. Maybe 3. I don't know.
Well, Charla Marie, I think you and I came back to Wake Up and Style together, right? So
Okay. Oh yeah.
that was in, I think, April of 2023.
Okay.
Okay.
April of 2023. So we probably did it 2 years together.
Oh, and you are a fan fave, a customer fave, a viewer fave. So thank you so much for joining us.
Okay,
Oh,
so we have
yes,
so
thank
much
you.
to talk about, and we're so excited because the models were such an important part of home shopping. I mean, an integral part of how people shopped, why people shopped. They were what people recognized. But the bummer was you didn't have microphones on. So I'm so excited that we've mic'd you up today and we get to hear from you. But before we dive into all of home shopping and modeling and stuff, let's just catch everybody up on just a little bit of your background, Charla. Will you tell everybody who you are, where you're coming from, all that jazz?
Charla Marie Bailey. I'm originally from Chicago, although I've been here long enough in the Twin Cities, St. Paul area. I'm married for the second time. My marriage now, I want to say we've been married 15 years.
Amazing.
Congrats.
Congrats.
Thank you. And we're on our third dog.
And that's the most important part.
All rescue dogs.
Oh,
I
sweet.
I have three children. My husband doesn't have any. So I have three children. My oldest made me a grandma. So I have three grandbabies. And you met my oldest because
Yes.
she came to the Wake Up and Style live event.
Yes.
That's right.
Was it the live event? Because, yeah, she was there. Unless it was just a friends and family thing.
Well, we did do Mother's Day. I think she came
okay,
for
that's what it
Mother's
was.
Day. Yes.
It was Mother's Day. So she came for Mother's Day. And my grandbabies are getting big. They're 6, 4, and 3.
Oh my gosh.
2 girls and a boy.
Getting ready for Santa to visit.
Yeah, my daughter just sent me a picture of them decorating the tree at home.
Cute.
And yeah, they're good kids too.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
I don't have to like chastise them, you know?
Yes.
Other than, yes, you do have to go to bed.
Because I said, that's why.
And a shower is probably a good idea.
Yeah, so yeah, I've been modeling since I started modeling before I started acting.
Okay.
I was 22, 23 years old. I saw a commercial that asked for models. And I was like hesitant. And my friend at the time was like, do it, I dare you. And so I called and I said, do I have to wear a swimsuit? And they laughed and said no. And I was like, okay, then I'll go. 'Cause I was like, I don't want to wear a swimsuit. Now you can't tell me I'm not to wear a swimsuit.
Confidence comes with age, for sure.
Right? I'm like, I don't care. I'm going to wear this swimsuit. This is real. This is the real thing.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's how I started. I started modeling, and someone took me under their wing and just showed me everything she knew. And then I got into acting, and then I moved up here. And when I was sad to move up here, and that's when I was with my first husband because he was like, move up to Minnesota and reconcile, and get back together. It didn't work out. He's still my best friend. We just couldn't be married because he wanted me to be the stay-at-home mom, cook and clean, not go to school. And he told me these things, and I just didn't believe him.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I mean, people tell you who they are.
Totally.
And I was just like, oh, yeah, right. so anyway, it didn't work out, but we're still best of friends. We talk all the time. And so later on, I'm going to hate that I keep saying the word.
Wait, what's the new M?
I keep saying,
Oh, I know. We
I'm
have
going
to
to be upset that I did
everybody has those crutches, don't we?
Don't even play
Do
a
it
drinking
too.
game with how many times I say like,
do
okay?
it
You'll
too.
be drunk on the floor. So just don't do it. Well, I would like to personally thank your friend, because all great decisions start with a dare. So thank you to the friend who dared you to get into modeling, because that's how we got to know you. And I'd like to thank your first husband for bringing you up to snowy Minnesota, because otherwise we wouldn't know you either.
That's right.
So hats off, tip of the hat to your girlfriend and to your first husband. We're happy that you got here. So one of the questions that we asked everybody is,
How in the hell did you get into home shopping?
yeah, there's one thing to model. It's a whole different ball game to get into the home shopping world. How did you know about home shopping and how'd you get there?
My agent, I had a different agent at the time. I had, at the moment, I think I had 4 agents at that time. And one of them called me in to audition for, it was some cook program. Oh my goodness. We were all just going to sit around the table and eat.
Hey,
I love
could I
that
get
gig.
that job?
Was it Paula Dean?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Oh.
I think it was Paula Dean. And that was my in
Okay.
to Shop HQ. And then I was there. They got me. I was like, hey, I really want to be one of their models, and I kept harassing my agent about it. And I got in to do one of the modeling gigs, and it canceled that day. And as I was leaving, I saw that they were hiring.
Yeah.
They were hiring for the phone call.
Oh, customer service. Yeah.
Customer service. And so I went through that process and I started answering the phone. So at one point I was answering phones and modeling.
I never
He
knew
basically-
this.
I did not know you were in customer service before.
Yeah. And what I
No.
love about customer service is I was getting a discount because I was an employee.
And we didn't get discounts any other way.
No,
Yeah.
that was so because a quarter of my paycheck went back to you guys. It went
so-
right back to Shop HQ.
It's so true.
Especially when you had to wear and model the clothes. It's like, I wanted to just take pieces home.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was silly of them not to keep it going.
Because, I'm like, how much more stuff would I have bought?
I mean, everything.
There's still boots there that I dream about.
Which ones? Which ones? Describe them to me. I'll remember.
I really wanted those denim
Yes.
the little booty boots. I wanted those
good.
denim booty boots, and I wanted those above the knee snakeskin boots.
Yes.
So good.
Wanted those
So
too.
good. Rumor has it when the building was actually shutting down, there were some people walking out with samples. And I thought, why didn't I just go back there to see what was around? But I didn't.
Had I known,
I bet you were super good at customer service too, because you're so good with people. Like,
yeah.
I remember in customer service when I had to train as a host, we went back and we sat in customer service for like a week at a time to get to know who was calling in and, kind of understand all aspects of the business. And the customer service representatives in that building specifically, I didn't get to meet anybody outside the building. I mean, they were like secondary hosts.
Oh, that's the lifeblood.
Visiting with the guests, visiting with the viewers. I mean, I bet you got to know some of the viewers through the phone calls.
Yeah, I did. And it was so interesting because they were just so sweet and they wanted to stay on the phone and talk.
They
And
wanna
I'm
visit.
like, I'm cool with talking to you, but I gotta move on to the next call. They're monitoring us. But it was also so cool because they would call in and they would say, you guys need to tell Janae about putting a what she had, not hash browns, tater tots in her purse. Don't do that. Tell so-and-so to turn around. I want to see what the back of that dress looks like.
Yep.
And I'm like, dang, I can't actually, But I would do my best. I would do my best. I would call in and be like, hey, we got a note for this person to do
Yes.
while on the show. Just see if they can communicate that.
But then it probably helped inform you when you're modeling because you're like, listen, I know Linda's going to call and I got to show her the back of this dress.
Exactly.
So good.
Exactly. Because I feel like it informed me a whole lot about how to do it because I already knew what they were asking for. So yeah.
So no wonder when I remember first meeting you, because I don't even know if Charla Marie, if we've talked about this, but I left for about almost 2 years. So I didn't know you the first go round. And then when I came back, I remember you were on, oh my gosh, what was the style show that you and I and Kim did together?
Oh, when you came back.
Yeah.
Oh, what in the world? On Mondays. Remember that one?
What's it called?
Monday, not Tuesdays.
Style remix.
Style remix.
Remix.
Yeah.
There you go.
I remember being like, who is this woman?
Yeah.
Because what people don't get, and we had so many wonderful models that
Yes.
we have loved, gorgeous on the outside and the inside. Hats off to the models. But people don't understand what a skill it is to specifically model on television live.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people think it's easy, like you're just going to stand there. And I can't wait for you to describe this to us, Charla Marie, but I remember I would see new models come in and it took a long time to kind of gear up. And sometimes they never really did because you do have to show the angles and the body. And there is a cadence in which you turn the body and walk.
And listening to what,
Yes.
and we're over there.
Listening to the conversation.
Yes.
It is a skill set that I don't think people really get.
Yeah.
And there were so many wonderful models, but then there's a few who climb to the top and you're just like, they are amazing.
Best in class. Yeah.
And I got back to Shop HQ and I'm like, who is this woman? Because you had like nailed it all. So did you train for it? Did you kind of know that from modeling before? Like, how did you know all of this?
It was just, I didn't train for it. The only thing that I trained for and learned before that I want to say, I don't know if it's only, but the speed changes.
Yes.
Having to, that
So fast.
Wait, yeah, tell
Right.
everybody about that because I don't think they know.
the speed changes. Wow. Because depending on how many models you're working with too. So if you got 4 models, you might have a little extra time to get into your next outfit. But if it's only 2 of you guys, you got to hurry up, get back there. And I'm just undressing, walking down the hall, you know, get to the next point, ready to put something else on, you know, or if we had to layer something, you know, which was very rare. But that was something that I learned too from before, is like layer it so that you can come back out and be able to quick change.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, a lot of walking half naked through the halls.
There was no shame.
Nobody would be like, hey, HR, Charla Marie, call her agent, you know. But as far as knowing what to show, other than having been informed from those customer service calls, is listening to what you guys are talking about. Because if you, and that, once that clicked to me, once I was like, oh, they're talking about the, you know, this pant here and the hemline, whatever, then I'm just going to go and I'm going to show that off, you know. And then later on, as you notice, as we got further into it, I was like,
don't forget about, yeah.
Like, also, don't forget that there's these little diamonds.
Yes. Like, excuse me, my favorite part. Yes. Yes, it's so good.
And do you remember when an item would be really hot and it was selling, you'd be out there and you're like, oh, we're still talking about those diamonds. We're 20 minutes in and we're still.
I remember quite a couple of times that the stuff sold out while I was out there and I really wanted it.
You sold it out.
I was like, dang, I wanted this dress. Save me one.
Yes. All of us did.
Yes.
I would be like, Becky, go talk about that with Charla Marie. I need to order it.
Oh,
that would happen.
We would be in a panic when she would say, producer Nina, make sure I get that. It wasn't a joke. It wasn't.
And when Nina wouldn't order it for me, we would get in real like sister fights.
Yes, I told you.
I told you this morning I wanted it. Well, I think too, Charla Marie, I don't know if you know this behind the scenes, but when we were planning our shows, we would see maybe a dress or a sweater and we'd be like, that is going to be perfect on Charla Marie.
Yeah.
You've got to get her in this color and get her out there. And it's crazy because our producers could then see the number, the minute the camera would hit you or, you know, one of your amazing colleagues, it would hit you and the calls would go straight up. It's amazing. But I don't think everybody understands what an important role the model role was in home shopping. You know, it's a very important role. Did you always know that?
I felt like it, because I felt like we were there to make sure we were selling that product, you know. I know some people feel like, oh, they're there to be seen and stuff. Like, no, I'm there to sell this.
Oh, say it again for the people in the back. That is, it's about the shirt. It's about the garment. Yes.
Exactly.
Well, and a lot of women would call in and say, I need to see this first on, before I order this, I want to see it on Krista, or I want to see it on Sarah, or I need to see this on Charla Marie.
Because you were her size.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
Oh,
So they would say like, you know, I don't know, you know, I don't have any curves, as you know, because again,
in the hallway from the hall.
By the way, everybody, we are coworkers who have seen each other in our underpants. Okay. So that's not normal, but you know, like I don't have any curves or we're different heights or whatever. And they'd get used to, oh, if it fits Charla Marie like that, it'll fit me like this. So if I could see her in it, I know what it's going to look like on me. Yeah. So then too, I mean, and you should tell us about any of this, but I feel like behind the scenes, the poor stylists and models.
Let's talk about TV3.
Yeah. Will you tell people what it was like coming in and like, what's it like behind the scenes?
Okay. It was, first of all, when you said that, it just made me think of Jen. I loved Jen.
Yes.
Because Jen was the one that did most of my styling while I was there. That's the one, she's the one I had the most interaction with.
Yeah. Yes. And she was so good to you guys.
She's so sweet. Yes. She was just awesome.
Yes.
But yeah, it was, we come in, Jan would have all our stuff just lined up.
Yeah.
With our names. She would write our names on Post-it notes and stick it up there. And so we knew what we were wearing. And and we get ready and we'd be ready to go. And then it was like, oh, wow, I'm fancy. Because
You were.
You are.
she would pick out the earrings. These are the earrings. And here, let me put this bracelet on you. Oh, let me roll up your sleeve. And just doting, like making sure we look good before we go out there. I learned a lot from her about how to style my clothes. So thanks, Jen.
Thanks, Jen.
But yeah, it was us going up there, getting our clothes, standing by, because she would also tell us like, okay, now they want you, stuff like that. And we'd be in our dressing room, which went through 3 changes.
Yeah.
3
at least.
Oh, the remodel.
Oh gosh.
3 remodels.
Over and over again. Mm-hmm.
Same room, but we were in the room. Just in case, for those trying to visually picture it, we come into this big space and there was shoes on the walls according to size, like from size 6 to 11, and it would go around. And then we would have pants and shirts and tank tops and other little outfits that, every day to go pieces.
Yes.
And then we had a little curtain that we would change in the far right corner. We would change, and then we would come out. There was a jewelry table right there.
That's right.
We pass by. We collect our jewelry before we go out the door, and then we were usually the Wake Up in Style was that next studio.
Yes.
Right there.
Yes.
And that's where we had a few different places where we could go, but Wake Up in Style was right there outside that door.
Yeah.
So we didn't have far to run to, get
out on set.
And did you know, Charla Marie, we had little numbers on our cards, so we knew how long each cell was supposed to be. One might be 3 minutes, one might be 4 minutes, one might be 6 minutes. So when you're talking about a fast change, you have about enough time to walk out there, do a little twirly-do,
because
flash
that
those
was
pearly whites, and then bust back and do it all over again.
That's what we did, because we would go out there and it'd be like, okay, and we had to hurry because it was literally, like you said, we got a minute, and this person is out there trying to sell it, and then I have to hurry up and get changed and run out there, and then by the time I get out there, it's like. And that's it. And then I'd be like, dang, I wish I could have shaved a few seconds off. No, I remember there were so many times I got out there and I'm just like, and they're like, oh, moving on to the next thing.
That would happen. Or sometimes I would feel really bad because the floor directors and the crew, they were in charge of kind of telling which model to go when. Yeah. I would get so excited. I would see the girls come out and they would be, I mean, you guys always looked A+, but there would be an outfit that they shocked me with that I wasn't anticipating, or a color on somebody that was just perfect. So the poor crew would be like, okay, we got to take you and move you here. And then I'd be screaming, get her out here. Yeah. We got to see this. And so I always felt bad for the crew behind the scenes and then the models too are like, I've got a stylist telling me to change. I've got a crew member to tell me to move. And now I've got a host yelling at me to get out here on set.
Who do I listen to? But you knew you looked good when we were like, and
they'd be like, wait, we're going to give you this purse too.
Yes. Got to finish the look.
And the camera persons they were great too, because they know how to just angle it. And Casey had fun with it.
He was so
I remember when I first got there and Casey was like, okay, stand right here. And then I'm going to have you go over here. And then I'm going to bring it. And I'd be like, okay, Casey. And then once I saw the picture, I was like, okay,
it's
Casey.
gorgeous.
Right? Isn't that good? So what people might not know is in our studio, we had the biggest studio that Charla Marie and we were in for Wake Up in Style. And we had a camera called the Jib, which was on wheels, and it was like a crane if you've never been in a studio. And so that camera can move around set. And all of our camera operators were very, very talented, because as a reminder, most of what you see on TV or movies is pre-recorded. We were live.
Right.
So these camera operators are taking these shots live. And what Charla Marie is talking about specifically, we had one guy, Casey, and he trained in most of the crew. Brilliant, so they would learn from him. But this guy could get on that Jib and just like run it around the set, around the models. And I would sometimes just stop and be in awe. Like, how did that just happen live without a rehearsal?
Yeah.
Like the models knew exactly where to go and when to turn. The camera hit them at the perfect angle.
It was really impressive.
It was. It was super impressive.
It was. And I enjoyed working with everyone there. I also enjoyed working with Casey.
Yeah.
Because I knew what to expect. I knew it was not even to expect. I knew it was going to be great quality, but I was waiting to see what's the surprise. What you gonna do today, Casey?
Yeah.
Totally. But you were always willing and able to do that as well. And again, all of the models we got to work with were wonderful, but you do have to have the ear and you have to be able to follow
and be
along.
Flexible. I think that's the name of the game, is that you were always very loose. And I think it was nice that you could flex, you could go with the flow. You were always fun to work with, like to play off of. You were always very open. That's kind of that. I don't know if that's your training. Is that some of that? Yes. And was there any improv training for you?
Improv. Yes. That's exactly
you can see the difference though. Yes.
Yes. So I looked forward to all of that. And I looked forward to working with everybody every day and just seeing what the day held, what we were going to do today.
Right. Yeah. It was never boring. That's for sure.
It was fun.
It was not. Yeah.
It was so fun. And then we got to, as sad as I am that it's over, I'm so happy that it happened. Yes. I know that sounds so cheesy, but we all got to meet each other and you do become a family. And as wonderful as it was, everybody saw the best and the worst of me out there because it's 5 a.m. on a Saturday. It's stressful. And that, I think that bonds you even more because you see the highs and the lows of the people that you're with. Well, I never saw any lows out of you though, Charla Marie.
You guys were always so professional,
yes.
But we had our IFBs in, so like Jen had her headset, we had the mic in our ear, we had the crew in our ear. Yeah. And I always felt bad because we'd be trying to chitter chat. And I was like, I'm listening to somebody else and it's crazy. You're like looking through people, you know what I mean? Because you're like, you're listening to this person, trying to listen to this person. It was a crazy, crazy way to make a living.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. And it was the best way. It was the most fun way. It was the best way.
But everybody had other gigs. We had our Wake Up in Style. We had our modeling and our Shop HQ. But, I had a side hustle. You have a million irons in the fire. I mean, you are a busy, busy bee doing all kinds of things.
Yeah. So we need to talk about that because that's what would make me sad is people didn't get to know the models as well because they didn't have the microphones. Yeah. They had most of the camera time, but not the microphones. So you've been acting for many, many years. Were you acting while you were a model at Shop HQ too?
Yes. Okay. Yes. Kept acting. I was always trying to do something because I do theater and then I do film and I got a lot of commercial work.
Yes.
So yeah, I was trying to stay busy and make sure I made money to pay the bills because when it's pouring in, you got to take it.
Yes, you
because
do.
you know that lull gonna come and nothing's gonna happen.
It's feast or famine.
Exactly, right? So yeah, and I was able to share some of those moments with you all and tell you about the shows that I was in and have people come through as well as for films.
Yeah.
And I did a film Out of Time and two of the models because I was in it and then Lori was in it too.
Lori Roovers.
Yes.
Oh, that's right.
Yep.
I saw her promote it, but I thought she was promoting it on behalf of you because I didn't see her in it. But oh my gosh, now that makes sense.
Well, tell everybody about it. You can find it on Amazon Prime.
Yep, you can find it on Amazon Prime. It's on Prime. It's on Apple TV. It's on a few other streaming platforms.
And what's the premise?
It's about a mother who is going up against this corporate pharmacy because pharmaceutical company because she works for them and she sees that they're up in the charge on these pills that could really help, the medication that could really help these children. And just so happened her child ends up catching that disease. And so she's like, oh, okay, well, I need to do something. I'm trying not to give away.
Oh, wait, yeah.
she's like, I need to do something to stop this. Even though I work here and I might get fired for it, I need to do something to stop this because I got to save my child and other children. And
Yes.
Lori's part, she was
For the
turned out not to
pharmaceutical.
be so great.
Is she the villain?
We're going to have
Lori
to tune in.
Never would have thought of it.
She played her part.
Oh my gosh.
I'm so excited to watch
We have
it.
to go. Let's make can we all like watch it together?
Should we do a viewing party? Have you seen it a million
Yes.
times?
I've seen it a few times and twice at the. I don't think I've watched it at home. I've watched it because they were in a couple of. It was in a couple of the festivals. It was in the Twin Cities Black Film Festival, then the Twin Cities Film Fest, and then it was somewhere else. I want to say I can't remember.
So you're used to seeing your face on the big screen.
So it was nerve-wracking because especially that first time, you're just sitting in a seat like this because you don't know how people are going to react. But it was a good response from
it?
Yeah, it was. And
So rewarding.
Wait, are you the lead in this?
Yep.
Gosh. We're talking
I'm
to a
on the
movie
cover.
star.
That's right. That's why I wore my star shirt for our superstar.
I wish I had printed out, and that's what I need to do. I need to print out the cover and put it in the frame.
Yes, you do. Well,
Put
we
it back
can run
here.
the cover. We'll splice in the cover at the before or after
We have
this.
the poster. Yeah.
Because we can put the poster in if you're watching this on YouTube.
Yes.
We'll put the poster in. So did you get to see the movie before the film or is that the film festival? Is it the first time?
Allison is the writer, director, producer, and she kept it under wraps.
Oh my gosh.
Allison, guess who? She kept it under the wraps. And I was just waiting, thinking that we might see some clips, and me, I'm like, it's me. Not short. No, you get to see nothing. And then I just had to watch it with everybody else for the first time in the theater. And we all, I want to say most of us, if anybody didn't show up, I can't recall. Oh, there was also, I want to say his name was Tom.
Okay.
Worked on it too. Cameraman. He was
Battenberg.
over in photos, over doing the still. He also,
really?
Oh, Tom, who did the photos in the photo studio with Mikey and Keenan.
Yes.
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 Oh, yeah.
he was also involved.
That's
so you had all these people that showed up to see the film, and it was great. Editing was great. The filmography was great. Everybody just did such a great job. It was a wonderful experience. It was so professional too.
Yeah. Well, and I don't know if a lot of people know that the Twin Cities has a major creative, we're a hub of production and so many talented people.
Right. Because when I moved up here, I was like, I'm not going to be able to do any acting. No.
It's a lot of work, right?
We have a lot of talented people here in front of the camera, behind the camera, on the stage. People come here to get gigs.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you've worked at the Guthrie. Is that your most recent show that you've worked on?
No, I just finished a musical.
Tell me, what was it?
The musical is so long. It was Once on This Island.
Oh, yeah. I saw that. Okay. I didn't see it, but I saw you promote that. Yes.
Yes. And I was the oldest woman in the show. All these young, talented people around me. And they came like, woo, they just lit it up. And I started out, I felt like I was a beat behind everybody. And there's one promo photo that I say, see, that's proof that I'm a beat behind because everybody's hands was all the way up and my hands were
just starting.
Not quite there. But I tell you what, because they had to record it for the understudies, I would watch that video every day before I go into rehearsal and just practice the dance, because that's where I was like, whoa, I'm gonna get this. If I I don't care if you guys think I can't sing. I'm going to have this dancing. Make sure I get this dancing down. So, yeah, it was a lot of fun because I hadn't done a musical in a long time.
And what theater was that?
It was at the Artistry.
Amazing.
In Bloomington.
Amazing.
So you have been on the Guthrie, which if for any of you who doesn't know what the Guthrie is, it is a nationally renowned theater based in downtown Minneapolis. I mean, people from New York, LA, international, the UK, they come here just to be on the Guthrie stage.
Right.
Charla Marie has been on the Guthrie stage. Acting, musicals, film, home shopping,
Television.
I mean,
right.
This is like a quadruple threat. I didn't realize you were in musicals as well. It's a whole different.
I'd love to do more. I'm so intimidated by musicals. Because I feel like I don't have a strong singing voice unless you're going to let me sing in notes that I'm comfortable in. I know I'm an alto. Don't make me sing soprano.
Yeah.
I will if I have to, and you want to work with me. But yeah, I've always been intimidated to just go out and audition for all these musicals. But that's actually my favorite.
Is it of TV, film, stage? It's musicals.
Oh no, that's not what I mean.
Oh, okay.
She doesn't want to offend any potential suitors.
It's always a fight between if I want to do film or theater. I love them both. And then when I get involved with one, I'm like, yeah, I love this more. And then I get involved with, but no, I mean, musicals, my favorite movies are musicals.
Yes.
My top three, it's like Grease, Dirty Dancing, and Under the Cherry Moon. They're all musicals.
Oh. Do you love Under the Cherry Moon?
To
Christopher Tracy, what is better? I love you, baby. I love you so much. Oh, we're gonna sing that. That's gonna be your intro. Like, baby, we can.
Wait a minute. She
said
said Grease and Dirty Dancing first and second, which I think I was raised on those movies.
So good.
I mean, that is how I was raised. I mean, yeah, musicals are really hard to beat.
And here, I have a controversial opinion. I think that TV work, like film work, is actually kind of exhausting, whether it's commercials or filming. Because there's so much setup of lighting and you're waiting. You know what I mean? Like the idea of live is so much more fun to me.
Right,
You know
like live theater or live television.
Because in a TV production, you have to bring it now. Okay, here we go. Now you're on, where you've been sitting on your phone for an hour, and then you have to go quickly
hype yourself back up. Yeah. What do you think, Charla Marie?
Hurry up and wait.
Yes.
Wait. Whereas with theater, you can feed off of the audience.
The energy.
Yeah.
So, you feed off that energy. And that's why Wake Up and Style Live.
Yes.
Because you guys, with them calling in and feeding us that energy, it just kept us going. But yeah, I love that part about theater, to feed off the audience. And I think the reason that one would say they like film more is because it's a quick turnaround.
Sure.
Whereas theater is gonna be 2-3 months.
Yeah. Right.
Film, you get to go in there and do the thing and turn around. Like the movie Out of Time, we did that, and it was 10 days of filming.
Wow.
We did have to take a break at one point because everybody caught COVID. And we all were wearing masks. We were all doing our best to try not, we was keeping distance and everything. But when it hit, it just boop, boop,
ran through
ruthless. Mm-hmm.
And honestly, I had a stunt scene in there.
What?
What do you mean? You did a stunt?
Well, not really, but I had to do some running in heels up the stairs.
Are you a good runner?
That's a stunt to me.
I love, yes. I'm gonna put that on my resume.
Yes.
And even a cut scene of me in the car.
Yeah.
I'm in the car driving, and I'm like, I just loved it because deep down, I want to be a race car driver too.
Well, at this point, what can't you do? You might as well start.
Put everything on the
I used
resume.
to drive a school bus.
Can you really?
But yeah, I did. I did. But yeah, but the day that we were running up the stairs and all of a sudden I reached that room to basically give it to my boss, just
Yeah.
let him have it. And as I'm walking into that room, I was like, whew. I was like, whoa. And so that scene, it was like I had just got COVID.
Oh my gosh. It had
Because I'm
just hit
telling
you.
you, I was just like, woo, woo.
Oh, but it
And then
hit
all of a
you.
sudden, and then it was like,
Oh no.
and then I had to keep going. I had to like find energy, pull it from the reserve, and deliver that scene. So
Wow.
Even when you're feeling depleted.
yes.
Oh,
So when
no.
you see that scene of me giving it to my boss,
Yeah. We'll know.
You had
you'll
to
know
dig deep.
she had just caught COVID 10 seconds before.
Running in a heel nonetheless. Oh my gosh, we'll know now when we have our viewing party. I really want to have a viewing party for that.
Yes.
We can watch it a few different times.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so Charla Marie, now I don't want to age you by any means because you look like you're about 21 years old. But since we know that you have 3 children and 3 grandchildren, you have to be at least 25. I think one of the things, and you've had such an amazing career and we've had such an amazing time getting to know you, but a lot of the women who watched you on Wake Up in Style and a lot of the women who still, listen to us, and we're so thankful, we love all of you. A lot of people get to a certain age and they're like, it's time for me to just throw in the towel.
Yeah.
I can't dress the way I want anymore. I can't go after my dreams the way I want anymore. Menopause hit and it's over. What are you doing right now to say, no, actually, I'm going to keep living life to my fullest. I'm going to keep, enjoying life even as you get more experienced on this earth,
I like
shall
how you
say,
said that.
instead of older.
It's so funny. I like that. More experience. It's so funny because I really, I don't care. I am my phone. 1 second.
Yes.
I thought that I put my
your
phone on
agent.
do not disturb. I wish. Of course I will do that multi-million-dollar movie. Thank you.
Mr. Spielberg, yes.
Well, I am available.
But I have to ask myself sometime, like, am I approaching this the right way? Because there's so much that I just be like, I don't care.
Yes.
Don't do this.
Are you part of the We Do Not
What's
Care
the
Club?
worst? Yeah, I am. Yes, I am, because I did not know anybody else felt that way until I seen that, and I was like, I don't care, and I was like, what is this new filter that I have where I'm just like, life is life.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's kind of freeing, isn't it?
Worst thing- Yeah, like I'm wear what I want to wear. What's gonna happen?
Yes.
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 Do this. What's the worst that can happen?
Yes.
Oh, you want my opinion? Do you want it to be my honest opinion? 'Cause I don't care. I'll give you my opinion. And I noticed too that because I'm the person that always want to offer my help.
Yeah.
And now it's more like I'll listen and see, is that person really asking for my help, or are they just venting?
Yes. Big
Because I've
difference.
been, right. Because I've also been called a control freak or whatever, somebody that likes to be in control in this. It's like, no, I'm just trying to help,
Yes.
but now it's like, I don't care.
And if I just happen to be right all the time, I can't help it. I can't.
Becky, for real. Because my husband would be like, he says, well, you just always have to be right. And I said, well, I just don't speak on something unless I know what I'm talking about.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
So thank you, sir. Yes, I am.
Thank you.
I love watching you and watching you live life on your own terms.
Yes.
And, I do not care what other people think, because I think that's one thing that women of our ages, 40 plus, when we were younger, I think there was kind of this narrative of like, you should really, really care.
Yeah.
And not, of course, we never want to be disrespectful or hurt anyone's feelings, but it's not your business what other people think about you.
Totally.
And I think it's so fun to watch you have the freedom of that and to encourage others to have the freedom of that.
And I finally get that, because I've heard people say that before. It's none of your business what they think about you. And now I get it.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
It's not.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, it's so
And
good.
I mean, you happen to be killing it along the way too. Absolutely killing it.
Thank you. I'm just trying to do my thing, just I love it. It means a lot to me. This is a dream that I've always had since I saw the movie Grease when I was like 6.
Who's your favorite character in Grease, by the way?
This is Sandy. Oh, but Rizzo.
Yeah.
I love Rizzo.
I dressed up as Rizzo my freshman year of college for Halloween and I broke my leg. That's how fun it was.
What? Were you dancing?
Well, I was dancing. Yeah, a little too much, Charla Marie.
You're trying to do that.
Oh, hand jive.
Yeah, and I was in a heel, nonetheless.
Do you remember that though when Grease came out? Charla Marie, I think you and I are similar age or closer. We would do it back to back to back. We would just stay in the theater and just be like, well, okay, we'll just go see it. I mean, 7, 8 times.
Yes.
There's nothing bigger.
So many times. I've seen it so many times. And when I saw it, because I saw it on TV, my grandmother was watching it and I heard the singing and I came into the bedroom and I was like, what are you watching?
Yes.
And I just stood. I remember standing at the TV, not sitting down, just stood there at the TV looking at the TV.
Is that how you knew you wanted to perform, do you think? Is that the first planted that seed?
Yep. I believe that's what it was. I strongly believe that's what it was. And I was just like, I want to do that.
Yes.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, and Sandy and Rizzo, they take the cake.
Oh, so good.
Although there was every character in there was so good. By the way, speaking of your grandmother, can we please say hello to your Auntie Diane?
Yes.
Because we used to say hi to her all the time on air. So, Auntie Diane, if you're listening, hello, we miss you too. It's funny spending like every Saturday morning together. All of a sudden, I felt like we were each other's families. And then I haven't said hi to Auntie Diane since February. So hello to Auntie Diane.
Who was watching this show the whole time before I even started modeling.
Is that right?
And knew and was a huge fan of Aaron's.
Oh.
It was so funny because I'm like, Auntie, I'm on that show.
Aaron's show?
It was like, I'm on it, because she would sit there and she loved watching and she was buying clothes and stuff. And I'm like, I had no idea.
Did you know what Shop HQ was prior to
Your audition?
Yeah, you weren't a shopper. Like you didn't know. I didn't know what it was.
True. I did not know what Shop HQ was. I knew that there were shopping programs out there.
Like QVC, everybody
But not
knew.
one in Eden Prairie.
Right.
Yeah.
But I did not know about Shop HQ until I had that first audition about the Paula Deen thing.
Yes.
And then I started like, let me find out more about this.
Yeah.
Well,
And then I started watching it every once in a while. Then I got hired there and then, in the customer service area. And then I just,
God works in mysterious ways. And he must have really liked Auntie Diane because I think because of her, he brought the two of us together.
I think that's right.
Well, and Becky as well. But the minute we worked together, I said, I don't want to do another fashion show without Charla Marie.
Yeah.
No offense to any other models because our models were A+, top of the line. But maybe Auntie Diane and God had something to do with that. They said,
that nice?
we'll put Charla Marie and Aaron together.
Yeah.
And then poor Charla Marie will have to go wherever Aaron goes.
And wake up at the crack of dawn on Saturday.
Yeah, even if that meant going to a farm.
Oh my gosh,
that's
remember
right.
that?
That's right.
I am sad we never got to travel together because prior to 2019, we traveled quite a bit and that would have been really fun. Did you ever go on like out of state trips with Shop?
No. I was like, what I gotta do? What's going on? But I did enjoy that. I enjoyed that was my first and only time doing a little excursion with you guys.
It was so fun.
Was that at the Arboretum?
Yeah, it was the Arboretum out on the farm.
Do you remember that mouse?
What?
Yeah, you remember the mouse?
Yeah.
I think I blocked that. I think I blocked that.
I have a different memory of that day.
Really? Oh, I think I blocked
I'm a
it.
city
or
girl.
I came out too late. But Just so everybody knows, Shop HQ used to go on a lot of remote locations, but they were typically funded by the vendor.
Yeah.
And that means it was more jewelry, watches, sometimes beauty, because the vendor would fund those trips. Most of our fashion brands were owned by Shop HQ. So
right.
if they wanted to present fashion, it would be a Shop HQ expense. So we didn't get to do as many fashion remotes because of budget.
Right.
But we did get to do a few, and I wish we would have been able to do them together, but we still had a blast out at the farm and in the studio together. And Charla Marie, I'm just so thankful that we got to work together, and I'm so thankful we got to know each other. And I just, for as tumultuous as this year has been from a career perspective, we always talk about this. I just look back on it in gratitude because we got to know people like you, and now we get to be friends with you no matter where the network ended up.
Well, thank you. Yeah, it was fun, and I still hope that we are able to get together again for more drinks. You know,
Oh, that was a fun day too. That's
That was
another.
fun.
Was that a
Yeah.
brunch? What did we do that day?
We
it was a brunch.
Yeah, that was fun.
We did a little brunch. I wish we could have done more.
Yeah.
I wish we could have done more together. Yeah, we would go out for a brunch together, out for lunch. I desperately remember I was working so hard. I won't say her by name because I don't know where their split is, but the president who hired me to come back to Wake Up in Style, and that's when you and I returned. When she first hired me to come back to Wake Up in Style, I'm like, I want the models to be our influencers.
Yes.
We need to give them all of our beauty stuff. And she was totally on board with that.
Yeah.
But then she parted ways. And so that kind of went down. But we had so many fun things that we did together, even if
Right.
it ended in shambles.
Honestly.
Because I remember getting that nail kit too. Because I was like, I like that nail kit. 'Cause I have so much stuff.
You know, I had to make a pact with myself not to buy any more beauty stuff. I was like, you've got to use what you have.
Yeah.
The makeup, the nails, and the clothes, the shoes. And my husband would just be like,
It's just dress up. We got paid to play dress up.
I would literally black out sometimes. Remember I bought you and Kim and me and Becky matching sequin skirts?
Oh, that's right.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Do you still have your black one?
I still got my sequin skirt, and I wore it when I went to Florida with my brother, and I wore it
girl.
out there. And I wore my shoes on an interview I did to promote the movie
right.
Out of Time.
We
And I just saw that picture not too long ago. I was like, look at those shoes.
They're so cute. They're so cute. And we would get such good deals.
Oh,
And
man.
I know. Okay, so listen, where can everybody follow along with you, Charla Marie? How can people stay in contact with you, and how can they see your movie? Tell us everything.
All right. So Charla Marie Bailey, that's CharlaMarieBailey. That is going to be my handle for everything, for Facebook and for Instagram. I would say I will more than likely accept your accept your friend request if I know who you are.
Yeah.
And you're coming through Facebook. I have 2 Facebooks.
You do?
I think I do, because at one point I was trying to really promote myself through one page, and maybe I'll get back to it. But there's one that I'm just active on all the time, and that may be Charla M. Bailey,
Okay.
because I couldn't have both.
Yes.
Your picture's on it, though. We'll find you. And do you
Yeah.
still use that hashtag? Was it Roll with Charlotte? What would you?
It was Cruise.
Cruise with Charlotte. Yeah.
Cruise with Charla. Hashtag Cruise with Charla.
That's a fun one.
So even if you went to the hashtag Cruise with Charla, you'll be able to connect with me. I'm on TikTok too. I don't do much. TikTok is me just doing nothing, just
Having fun.
talking
That's the
about
best part
random
of TikTok.
I'm just talking about random stuff, you know. You're going to get a different version of me on TikTok.
I'll listen to that anytime.
That sounds fun.
And then for the film, Freestyle it was Freestyle Media that released Out of Time on streaming platforms, and it's on Amazon Prime and Apple TV, as well as some other platforms. If you Google it, Yep, Out of Time.
Out of
You'll
Time.
find it.
There's another one with Denzel Washington, but
So the second best Out of
You know,
Time film.
Google it.
First, Charla Marie Bailey. Second, Denzel Washington. And don't anybody forget it.
And you can even put my name. You could be like, Out of Time, Charla Marie Bailey, and it'll tell you where you can find it, where it's streaming at.
Great.
And we all have to, girls, especially Wake Up and Style girls, we all have to watch it. Get those views all the way up and let everybody know that film needs to be in more theaters.
That's right.
Right?
I think it's only like $3.99 if you purchase it.
Okay.
For a single viewing. I think if you want it to own it, I think it's maybe $14.99.
You're worth every penny.
If you want to,
No value pays everybody, but that's
right.
a deal no matter what.
Value pay.
I can't put it on a value pay for you, but $14.99 is nothing to watch a friend,
That's right.
a dear friend on the big screen.
It's
That is
so
so
exciting.
cool. It's so cool. We adore you, Charla Marie. We just think the world of you, and we're so thankful that you took time out to visit with all of us.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me and just, giving me a reason to put some makeup on today.
You look good.
Hey, wait, you always look good. We had an idea of doing like a Wake Up and Style like round table. Do you think that would be fun?
That would be fun.
Yes.
That would be fun. That's such a great idea.
Because we've talked with Kim. She was just busy with her move. We're going to get her on.
Yes. We were thinking, how could we do it? So we have to figure it out from a technical standpoint.
Because there's so many bodies.
Yes. But if we did that, would you be in?
I would be in.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
That would be awesome.
That would be really, really fun. So we'll keep you posted on when we're going to do the viewing party. Everybody make sure you follow along with Charla Marie Bailey and go watch the movie. First Charla Marie, then Denzel. And we were so happy to have you here, Charla. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. Right. Talk to you soon.
Yay!
Bye, honey. Thank you.
Bye.
Our partners and friends at Isomers Skincare are still here to help you feel and look your best in the skin that you're in. No matter your age, no matter your skincare want or need, they have got you covered. Isomers has real chemistry. They are science-based skincare created by chemists to bring the best ingredients and the best results to your skin. What you're going to do is go to isomers.ca, use the code HAPPY20, and you're going to get 20% off your purchase. If you spend $100 or more, it's free shipping and handling. So enjoy. That's isomers.ca. If you want to move better, if you want to feel better, if you want to perform better, and who doesn't, you've got to check out Daily Fascia. Daily Fascia is one of our original supporters. It is brought to you by Erin Teets. And what she does is she helps relieve aches and pains with fascia-focused activations. She is a best-selling DailyOM course creator who does personalized sessions that help you feel your absolute best. You can check her out on Instagram, Patreon, or YouTube. And when you do, use the code HAPPY20 to let her know that we sent you and to get a special discount exclusive to our listeners. You guys do us a huge favor, please. Will you like this podcast, share it, or subscribe? Because that helps, right, Bex?
It will help us a ton.
It will. And I don't know if we've helped you, but if you don't mind helping us, that'd be great.
Fair's fair.
Love you.